Hello there, I'm Wei-Ling Cheng. Prior to start my business, I was a department assistant executive for a mega hotel in Las Vegas. I work long hours. I barely have time for myself and people I care. I live paycheck to paycheck and live my life running in circles with no personal growth. I got so sick and tired and started thinking that there has to be more in life than just living in circle. Friend, if you knew you could not fail, what would you do with your life? A leader? A chef? A doctor? A musician? An artist? A lawyer? A pilot? A mentor? A designer? A celebrity? A professor? An inventor? An athlete? Or an entrepreneur? If money is not the object, what life would you live? Perhaps you may live in that big fancy mansion, vacation all over the world, drive luxury cars, and assist charities that are in need of your help. If you answer yes, what stops you from reaching your goals? Have you noticed your goals and dreams were slowly diminishing as you're aging? Here's a salary graph of an average person who works as an employee all his or her life. As you can see, it continues to grow and peaked out around mid-career. But since our society has conditioned the majority to become the slave for money, people are hesitant for a change because of the financial security that the job has provided all these years. In addition, since the prime years of an individual have already been dedicated to someone else's business, most people simply sacrifice their own dreams and goals for security. And even with higher salary, quality of life rarely gets better, as individuals are spending more and more hours away from his or her family. Additionally, with the current economic condition, how long do you think you can sit on that comfortable seat of yours without worry about getting downsized? If you believe you get what you put in, why are you putting 120% of effort to receive not even 10% of value for your salary? Here is a graph of medical expenses of an average person. As you could see, as individuals getting older, the medical expenses only goes out of control. And are you financially prepared for your life after retirement, or are you still naive about getting taken care of by the government when you're getting older? After all, is it really government's fault that your life is not going to be as comfortable as you thought it was supposed to be? Friend, it's time to take charge. Have you ever wondered why that the richest are getting richer? Well, despite all variables, one of the fundamental reasons that the richest are getting richer is the tax structure. An employee is taxed before expenses, while a business is taxed after expenses. Well, if you didn't get what I just said, allow me to explain in the most simple, plain way possible. Person A, an employee for XYZ company. He or she earns $1,000 a month and is taxed 25% with $500 of monthly expenses. While person B, a business owner, generates $1,000 profit for his or her business and is taxed at 35% with $500 monthly expenses. Although it seems person B is at disadvantage for being taxed 10% more than person A at a glance, here's the real story. As an employee, person A will receive a check of $750 because 25% of earning was already given to the government. With $500 of monthly expenses, person A would have $250 left in the end. While person B, the business owner, who also earns $1,000 for the business, reports his or her $500 expenses as business expense. Hence, person B is only taxed 35% of the remaining $500, leaving $325 in the end. So is person B really at disadvantage for paying 10% more of tax? What's more interesting is that if both person A and B are to have higher expenses, that's a $700. Person A would be left with only $50 to spare, while person B would have $195 left in the end. Friend, I hope you're getting the picture and understand why it is so imperative to start business and begin to pursue to live your dream once again.
However, if you have never owned your business or have failed in the past, you may have already formed millions of doubts and excuses to keep you from moving forward, simply because 1. You don't know what business to start. 2. You don't have the capital to invest. 3. Lack of skill or knowledge. 4. You don't have the time to get involved. But what if I could show you a business that you could not fail, with considerably low startup cost, continuous training, and work only few hours a day? Would you still give yourself excuses and preventing yourself from the life you ought to live?
Today, as you're looking into Enzacta, I want to answer a few questions that people typically have. I want to give you an overview. I want to talk to you about how we make money as Enzacta independent business owner, and what is our training like. Because anytime you are doing something brand new, you need to have a solid training, and you need to be confident that someone is going to be there with you every step of the way to help you as you're just getting started. First of all, let me give you an overview of Enzacta. Enzacta was founded in 2003 in Mexico. The company is debt-free and profitable. We have over 4,000 representatives nationwide and is established in 9 countries internationally. The company is positioned in the wellness industry with products including Alpha PXP Forte, Alpha PXP Royale, Alpha Energy, Alpha HFI, and Alpha B12. Alpha PXP Forte, being the signature product, has helped improve in various areas of serious illness, including arthritis, cancer, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, digestive disorder, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, kidney disorder, and etc. Alpha PXP Royale, the flagship product which has all benefit of Alpha PXP Forte with better ingredient, providing higher effectiveness than the Alpha PXP Forte. Alpha Energy, a product that transforms regular water and boosts cellular oxygen level, providing 50% more oxygen than regular water for instant alertness and balanced body pH level. Alpha HFI, a product that supports individuals against several types of viruses. Alpha B12, the most effective and easily absorbed tablet that boosts your stamina, stay focused, and fight diseases. Here's a quick video testimonial on Enzacta's Alpha PXP Forte. As a potential independent business owner, I'm sure one of your top questions is, how do I make money? Well, we do it a number of different ways. If product is what you care about the most, what interests you the most, then we could help you focus on building a client base. However, if building a nice residual income, okay, building a home-based business is what interests you the most, what excites you the most, then that will be a different process. To do both ways in the same time, this is how we do it. First, you responded to an advertising campaign because you're seriously looking into building a home-based business to generate more income. Well, every day there is approximately 20 to 30,000 people responding to an advertising, okay, looking to build a home-based business. So what we do is we partner with a trainer who set us up with a script. Yes, an actual script book like this, okay? And so what we do is we read the script to conduct interview to see if the respondent has some of the qualities that we're looking for. Once we feel comfortable that the respondent has some qualities that we're looking for, then we'll direct them to our website. In some cases, they look at the website and decide right off the bat that the product is what they need and that's all they want to have. And that's how you build a client base. Okay? For the rest of the people who are qualified, after you interview them and feel they are qualified, okay, they will have an opportunity to start off with a $300 package. Okay? And every time you enroll someone, you'll earn $100. So what you really need to do is to enroll 4 people and you'll already be in profit. So what's our training like? Well, have you played a game where a group of people line up together? Okay, the first person talk about something and pass the message down the line. Okay, and by the time the last person receives the message is completely distorted. Okay, and you know, messages are often distorted as a result of people passing along. Hence, it's imperative that if you are to receive training, you need to receive it from the source. So what we do is we partner up with an industry leader who has a track record of building a successful home-based business. Okay, through her teaching, multiple 6- and 7-figure income earners were made possible as a direct result of her training.
At the time, I was working as a registered nurse full-time and really only made a little bit of money in my business. Come out of my very first steps, ended up making over $10,000 that very first 30 days outside of First Steps. I put my head down, got to work in my business. A year later, a full year later, so far I've been able to leave my job as a nurse. I work full-time from home now. I average about 20 hours a week working, and so far this year, this is like October, I'm over $100,000, and it just keeps getting, better and better, and I'm here to stay.
When I went to Danny for the first time, I was busy in my business and had made no sales. And when I learned some skill set from Danny, I went home as a result of coming to Danny. I've made $60,000 in 3 months, and the personal growth has been unbelievable. Don't miss it. You can't afford to not come.
When I met Danny, I was literally so broken and messed up, but I had a no-quit attitude. I called 3,000 people, and I couldn't get anyone in my business. Because of Danny, the 6 classes that I've been to, being in over 20 seminars and teleseminars, I've made $300,000 in 20 months. We paid off $265,000 in debt, and I have a 90 to 100% closing ratio. Now my problem is being able to manage my team and my time. I've gone from not wanting to talk to anybody because of my skill to having to discipline myself to not call all day. Thank you, Danny.
I was in the military making, I I was proud to serve my country. I was not making a lot of money. I realized I was looking for something more. I've done, so far this year, I've done $43,000. That's working part-time a month, probably 15 hours a week in 6 months. I had a huge impact on my life, helping other people, and I'm just thankful to have the opportunity to be able to come to Danny Johnson. Every single time I've came to Danny Johnson, the week after I get back from her, I've made at least $4,000.
This is actually my second time coming to First Steps. We were at First Steps in Dallas, and we were completely blown away. We just absolutely love Danny. We just got started in business for ourselves, failing miserably, and this time around getting a lot out of it, but also I guess we've got now about 40 people on our team where we didn't have anyone for like 6 months. Yeah, so we're really excited. We love Danny. We think she's really awesome.
Our first opportunity to meet Danny and spend time with her was back in January in Dallas when we went to our first Steps to Success. And at that time we were having weeks, doing really well, overall making like $10,000 a month. And now we're coming to have weeks of breaking $20,000 a week. So it's really brought about a dynamic change in our whole business.
My first Steps that I went to in January, I went in not having any idea of what was going to happen. Came out of there, I made $30,000 the month after. Have been to, this is my 5th so far, and every time I am blown away. It is internal changes that there is no replacing, no amount of money, there's no amount of anything that can replace that.
My income has grown from just a few $1,000s a month to where I'm now averaging about $100,000 a year. Right now, I left my job, my full-time corporate job, 50, 60-hour week job. I left that job at the end of May of this year. I work my home-based business full-time now, and I owe it all to Danny Johnson, because if I hadn't had the training that she gave me, I'd still be struggling, just like I did in past adventures.
My first event was in Denver, and this second event has been completely different. I have totally learned that I'm out to help people. It's not about me. It's not about my credit card debt, nothing. I've been in this business for 4 months, and I've made $31,000 with Danny. If you really say, I want to be able to stay home with my kids, I really want to get out of debt, don't think about it, just book it, and you're going to be so glad and blessed that you did.
My wife and I got into business, and through that business I heard some of Danny Johnson's tapes, and I was just floored. I was amazed. It's not just rah, rah, rah. It's about how to get yourself out of the way so you can really be successful. A lot of people make excuses on how they're not going to do this or they're not going to do that, or they can't afford this or they can't do that. People who say they can't make it, they've got to look at where's the priorities in their lives. What are they going to do? What are they going to do that's better than this? And this is the most awesome conference I've been to, and I've been to a lot of them. I've heard a lot of the same things in words, but I've never heard them with my heart. And that's the big difference.
Oh gosh, you got to go. It will change your life, not only your business life, but it will change your home life, and it will change your personal life with the other people that are around you. Even if you work in an office, secretary, 25 years, this would make a difference in your life.
If you want your life to be successful, there is absolutely no way you can miss this event. No way.
You got to be here. It's well worth any investment that you can put into it, and it's just, it's totally different from CD or DVD or whatever you're getting the information from. Getting it live is top notch.
I tell anybody that will listen, they need to come to Danny and learn about what she's all about, because she's helping engineers, doctors, CPAs, attorneys, anybody that wants to be successful, not just in their business but in life. Danny's helping them every step of the way.
Don't even think twice. Just show up. Just show up. There's nothing to lose.
You'll never get this opportunity for how inexpensive it is. We would pay 10 times more money than we paid. You can't beat it. You need to be here. It'll change your life. It'll change your business for sure.
I agree with that. It is worth every red penny. In fact, I think it's too low as far as the price what it takes to be here.
If you're thinking about going to one of Danny Johnson's First Step seminars, don't think, book your ticket, come today.
Friend, so many people get involved with a business and quit within the first 2 years for the lack of skill and knowledge. With the step-by-step business blueprint that my team has laid out for you, you really cannot fail. As long as you don't reinvent the wheel, You have an extremely simple A to Z business blueprint that will produce nothing but results. If you are tired of being sick and tired, if you want working part-time earning full-time income, and if you are serious about creating a better future, don't let your current circumstances stop you from reaching your goal. Now that I've shared with you a system that you could work with to build a successful business without reinventing the wheel, it is time for you to take action. If you're still hesitant and unsure, I totally understand, as this is really not a business for everyone.
All I know is there's a lady named Rosalina who was in a desperate financial situation to raise her 5 children after divorce. She became one of the top income earner in the company, earning over 6-figure income a month within 2 years. A gentleman who was making $52,000 a year as an engineer raising 5 children had his life completely changed after attending the live training and is now earning $620,000 a year as a business owner. A lady named Olga Garcia, who started as a consumer and became an independent business owner for Enzacta after the product Alpha PXP cured her ulcer, and she is now earning over 5-figure a month. A group of 74 people in the live training event have paid off a total of $8.2 million of debts. Friend, these examples are real-life ordinary people just like you and I. They did not just get lucky, they were determined to get out of the circumstance they were at and never go back again by humble themselves to follow and to learn. They weighted their ego versus bank account and decided that it's time for a change. Friend, if you know there has to be more in life, you need to stop giving yourself excuses not to move forward. In fact, your excuses may very well be the reason that you need to move forward and start living your life by design than default. Get with the person who showed you this video and start your first step by becoming an independent business owner today.